Today's Dale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Who Cares on Road. And I'm actually trying Mark Bollinger's fit here. I've got the Catapult, the Atlas, the Panther, and the Panther. So yesterday, or today, depending on when you're seeing this, I went up against him and he had this kind of fit, and I think we're going to try our best to use it as well as we can. I quite liked it. Like, so Apex should just be able to drop a fair bit of rounds down here. Apex has enough for, what do we do, 30, so nearly 9 rounds of firing. Which is not so bad. We'll just probably book towards the same hill. I'm fairly okay firing from there. And we'll see where this guy's gone. Actually, he's picked the dawn one here, or the sunset one. It's quite nice, actually. It's quite nice lighting. So the idea here is, sense lock with these two, fire and missiles. We have enough on Sumo to probably go for a number of turns here. What do we got on Sumo? We've got enough for 10 turns, 12 turns of firing the LRM-20. That's not bad. We definitely need to get the Panthers in the front, though. They need to start. Sprinting. We're going to avoid the trees here, because I just want to make sure that we can go full speed. We want to grab a hold of something. Probably keep our Catapult towards the rear here. Atlas in the middle. I'd like to get the Atlas into some trees. I'd like to get the Catapult somewhere where it can't be directly fired upon. It's all indirect fire, which isn't great for Apex, since she doesn't have great tactics, which is kind of a shame. Maybe when they let us customize the pilots a little bit more, you can probably get someone with breaching shot, and decent tactics, and then you could probably make a fairly good Catapult pilot, or at least LRM pilot. I have to be careful. I need to spread my sensors out a little here as well, because if I get caught in the side or anywhere weird, then we are in a lot of trouble. We need to grab him, if he's sprinting as well, we need to grab him as far out as we can, because the Catapult does not want to be fighting things up close and personal, or taking any sort of direct fire. So we might just jump far over here and see if we can't see anything over here. There's nothing there. So we'll probably sprint up this hill as well. Just spread the sensors out a little. We'll stick the Atlas here. You, sir, can keep going this way. The LRMs don't go as far as I would like, obviously. That's sort of the max range over here. I mean, it's decent range, but could do a lot better, right? Especially since we're going to have to be tanking face to fist a lot of the time. So we'll get you up here. Once we get Sensor an idea of where he is, we can hopefully keep Arclight here, or Showboat in good enough condition to get us some sensor locks and not die. I love this Atlas, though. He is ready to abuse things. He's just ready to punch things, really. That's a punching fist right there. He's just like, yo, I don't even want to shoot today. I just want to punch some things with my crazy ass thumbs. Look at those thumbs. Those thumbs are ginormous. Imagine how big those thumbs would be. He's, what, 100 tons? Imagine, like, this is a tree. His thumbs are like tree trunks. Fairly much. Can probably jump a bit over this forest and get a bit further. Take up here. Luckily, these mechs are pretty good on being fairly heat resistant. So even if you jump, they're fairly good. Alright, looks like we've got a Panther over here. So I guess we readjust for this then, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're not too exposed with Showboat here. Oh, it's still my turn. Alright, so I think he might be running through this water here. I would kind of like to get towards him a bit here with you. I gotta be careful of direct fire on the catapult here, because he will lose bits and pieces if he suddenly gets clean shots on him. Obviously we have no PPCs, so we can't just fire across. That looks crazy. That, look at that for a visual. Luckily we reserve in, so it's his turn always first. He can then reserve, which is fine. We'll just reserve into him. It's always going to be his turn. He's got 2 assaults. Alright. I guess we're just going to reserve all the way down. 2 assaults. That is massive. Massive. It's a little scary, actually. What could you have? 2 awesomes? I guess, for some LRM fire. Is he going to sensor lock us? He sure is. Probably speaks to LRM fire here.
I hear ya.
What we can do is we can jump out of his sensor range here. It's a shame we're going to have to do this. Actually, what did he have? He had... He'll get his turn first. I think what we do is we move Arclight here. Shit, I didn't pay enough attention. Too much talking and not enough attention here. I'd say he's maybe not quite in range to hit me if I go this way. But I don't really want to take a round of firing if I don't have to. I think we might pull back a little here. Drop that. Brace up. And then it's his move turn. Not quite sure what he has, but I need to get Arclight over here probably. If he's got 2 sets of awesomes, that would be a lot of damage, right? A lot of damage. What are we talking? Is that 30? Is that 60 missiles? Or is it 20s on them? Pretty sure it's not 20s, right? I'm pretty sure it's 15s. What do you have? It's fairly much a catapult. What does a catapult have? A lot. It has a lot. I swear that's not correct though. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way we're firing 35 missiles out of each side here. Alright, so
What do you need?
you need to jump down here.
Understood. I hear ya.
You need to jump across. Get that sensor lock going again.
Found another bad guy.
A griffin. Alright, so you're on the wrong side, because he is coming around hard on that side. I might have to jump you here.
Engaging jump jet.
What's up, Commander?
You will need to reface.
Heading out.
It makes me a little scared. A little scared indeed. Arclight.
Yeah.
We might reserve into this.
Reserving
He
action.
might jump forward. He does have a good shot on this. Or he might sensor lock and try for that. We'll probably hop behind here if we can. Alright, so he's grabbing vision with that. Is he going to shoot into this? It's got a high amount of evasion, which is doing some work here.
Nice try.
Okay.
Yep.
We might move forward with you, buddy. I need to do better than that. I need to get into sensor lock range as quick as possible, I think. Can we sprint you further forward? We can. So we'll just sprint here.
Copy that.
He might take another shot with this since he's got vision. We'll probably jump over here, sensor lock. I just don't want this sensor locking. This guy. For these guys to have vision. If that's the choice he makes, I might jump here and brace. I'd say he's going to come forward and shoot though. Yep, there we go. That's a little bit of damage, I guess. To the leg, apparently. Apparently it did not like the leg. Sensor lock on this. We should get some nice fire from everything here. So we'll jump over here. Should block his vision. Sensor lock this guy. And then we can fire some rounds in with everybody. We'll probably go with... Hopefully we're close enough with this. I maybe ran him too far back, but I think we should be okay. We'll probably go with Sumo with a bit of direct fire. And then Apex, I think we have direct fire as well.
Awaiting orders.
How close do you need to be to fire this thing? Really close. I don't want to get into a bit of a weird situation here where he has direct fire on my catapult. Oof, 65s. Might as well just fire from way back here then, if we're firing for 65. Still don't know what else he has. Makes me think that the two assaults are over here somewhere. So we'll move in. We'll just drop a whole lot of stuff on this guy. Hopefully this should be okay. He's got no, he's got nothing protecting him. There's no forest or anything. I would have probably jumped into the forest if I was going to do this. Because there's going to be a lot of bleed off on this guy's armor here. A lot of bleed off. His two assaults are going to need to get here quick if he wants to keep these sort of things alive. I'd say they're two awesomes though. And they're probably slugging it through this water, maybe over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Can we do better than that? I have a feeling the... Yeah, we cannot. Alright, we'll just fire from here. Pretty okay for that to happen. Because I don't want to really move out of here if we're going to be eating rockets. Should do a nice bunch of damage with that as well. Thankfully he kind of went for this Panther. He'll probably back up with this now, because he really doesn't want to be taking that again. What we really need to do is see what these awesomes are doing. I don't know if I can fight two awesomes. It's a lot of tank, really. A lot of tank. So he might sensor lock this. In which case we then jump forward, sensor lock, jump back, brace. Just try and keep the Panther going here as long as we can. Alright, that Griffin is, wow, absolutely cruising for a bruising here. I don't know about this. Whew. Man, our Panther is taking a beating though.
Structural damage.
Alright. I wonder if he's gonna go with the other one again. I think we jump and lock.
Copy that.
And then we jump this guy out and lock. He might try shooting with this. Jump here somewhere and fire. We should get enough sensor lock on this guy to take him down to one bit of evasion. Fire in this guy again. Direct fire. Just wear him down. I don't think... Can he fire from there? I don't know where these assaults are. I think that might be... He might be able to fire on me there, actually. Alright, I didn't think he would be so aggressive with his Griffin here. Which is a little scary. I think he might sense lock this. If we jump over here, we should be okay though, I think. From whatever's back here. I'm guessing he's trying to work out whether he wants to shoot or not. Hopefully the 3 bits of evasion hold tight here. And we don't take another shot to that shoulder torso. Because I don't particularly need to lose an arm just yet. Especially considering, I think, is that no, it's the grabby arm on that side, right? It's the little fist. PPC's on the other side. I like to keep the PPC and the SRMs for as long as possible. Especially if we need to be getting behind assault mechs or something. To shoot them in the back. Because I don't think... I mean, it would be 4... If it was the 2 long-range assaults, then it would be 4 large lasers. If it's suddenly the PPC ones, that's 6 PPCs. That would be unruly on the Atlas. I'm hoping the game hasn't broken. Or he's just still thinking about what he wants to do here. Sometimes the counter goes down to 0 and the game breaks, which is kind of annoying. Because I think we would have a decent chance of this. Fire in with this, fire in with this. We might shred most of this Griffin down. Come on, don't break. Oh, okay, he just let it go down. And we are struggling to get out of range here. Absolutely struggling.
Here we go.
Let's sensor lock you again. And we'll drop everything into this. Really need this guy to go down as quick as possible.
Aye, aye.
Just to get him off the poor old Panther here. I think we'll move up and get some better hit chances as well. Since we're probably out of range of whatever's back there. Plus he has no vision this turn anyway, so we're probably safe for this. And if need be, we can get ourselves out of here. Alright, 60s to hit. Bit more direct fire. Love to shred some of this armor. It's not looking hugely favorable. I would like a bit more off this guy before he kind of gets too close. He is mauling over. It's amazing how well he's doing, considering this is a catapult. I suppose I'm only firing 2 things into him. He's only... It's a light versus a medium, I guess. What are these, like 55 tons? Versus 30 something? I can't quite remember what a Panther is here.
What can I do you for?
He has come into close range, though, so now we do get to hit him with this for quite a bit. And we are... It's the only problem with LRMs is it just sort of chews up everything, but nothing.
Piece of cake.
So this guy is going to come into battle, but he's going to be fairly worn down all over. We could probably knock him if we took a shot next turn. If I knock him, if I go, he goes, I go, I knock him, he gets to go first, so he gets up. So it's probably not worth knocking here. Let's have a think. So, I jump into vision. I don't think the knockdown would do me enough work here. I need to get Showboat out of the way and probably put Arclight towards the front so that he starts shooting that instead. I'd be interested to see if he wants to reserve down to... If he starts reserving down to this end, it means that we're probably in a situation where he's ready to start fighting with these guys. Alright, he's pulling the Griffin back. Is that going to drop into our turn for movement? It is. So he can still see this. I think I need to reserve down to the end if we have to. Jump this back. It then becomes... So he can still see this one. Is what we know.
Holding for a tactical advantage.
Alright. So whatever jumps forward is probably going to be in vision of his stuff here.
Yeah.
This could be really rough for Arclight. Arclight, if I jump you forward and brace you, he'll probably shoot at you. I don't know. He got too far back with that other mech, which is kind of annoying. You could be about to eat a lot of damage here. So let's have a look. If it was 6 PPCs, half damage, 150 would probably destroy a Panther here. What we might do is we might start moving back a bit. Wait for him to sensor lock. You know what? We'll probably move
Standing by.
Apex here. Just to keep you safe-ish. We'll move you back this way. And we'll just brace you up.
Moving to position.
Alright, you're okay. He'll probably sensor lock this now. In fact, so we then jump you back, I guess. And then it'll be his movement turn, though. It's a shame we don't have a lock on this thing. Not a lock, but just it's a shame we don't have this in reach. What do I do here? What do I do? I don't know what moved there. It's probably one of the heavies. Maybe I'll push Arclight forward here, and we'll see what happens.
Up high.
We've got a hold of you. Okay. And then if he just sensor locks, we've probably got direct fire, and we can get you to somewhere over here and lock him. Alright, so he's going to jump that one. Sensor lock on this. Yep. Which means he wants to now fire with whatever he's got at the back. Which is fine. So we'll jump you probably here. Personally, I'd like to put you probably here, actually. And that way we can get you back out of anything that's a bit weird. Behind this hill would be nice. Probably didn't even need to move you, actually. So fire the LRM-20s in here. There's probably going to be a bunch of LRMs on this thing, though, I would say. At least we're braced, though. It was one turn. It is one awesome firing, probably. Still not sure where they are. Could be direct fire from up here, I guess.
Yeah.
Can we get you into a tree that can direct fire? Can you can direct fire from there. Okay. We're not going to hit with a huge amount of these LRMs, actually. Do I want to waste them? I've got 10 turns of firing, so it's probably not a waste. Because we will probably not have 10 turns of firing here. Man, it's getting dark outside and I forgot to turn my light on. I'm just going to have to play in the dark for about probably an hour and a half, right? I'd love to grab a hold of that that griffin, but I don't think we will get a chance here. So the problem here is I could actually fire on this, but I don't think I could tank well enough what he has. Plus I don't know where it is. So we'll just have to go as best we can here. And just fire with the single fires, I think. I wonder if he's got sensor locking on the Griffin. Could be an option as well, right? I think I just saved the fire on this.
Commander.
Because ammo is pretty expensive on the Catapult here. We probably won't have a huge amount more turns of firing it.
Move order confirmed.
Whereas I've got quite a few turns of firing this. I would laugh if something was getting behind me. I mean, we've kind of got the Catapult here to eat stuff to the side, I guess. Somewhat. If I move one of my sensor lockers, I will probably not have a chance to sensor lock this thing back. So he's probably moved the Griffin there. And then he's probably got to move one of his awesomes now. Okay, interesting. He's going with the Panther. Alright. Do you have him in range? You do not. Showboat, I probably can't afford for you to get shot at here. So I might have to just jump you. Yeah, I can't afford for two sets of... I can't afford for him to take a bunch of LRMs here. So even if we drop contact here, I'm probably okay with that. I suspect he doesn't have this anymore. Oh, he does. Alright. Man, there's a lot of range on that thing. So now what we do is we push Arclight forward. And we grab this guy. And then we can drop some LRM 20s on him again. We just keep rotating in our sensor locks here.
What do you need?
As best we can. I think that should give us enough
Acknowledge.
to get this guy. What do we got here? What is this? Is this the Griffin? That is the Griffin. Right, we might get shot at by the Griffin here, but do I think he jumped that? I think we go for this instead. He's got no evasion on it, so that's okay-ish. I don't think this sees us. It's a long distance to see. Still don't know where these assaults are, which is... I would definitely say they're awesomes just by the movement speed, right? If they were victors, he'd be on top of us by now.
Yeah. What can I do you for?
I think we just have to sit tight and fire in with 45. We don't do a lot of damage here. I suppose all damage is good damage, right? All damage is good damage.
You want some of this?
Listen to that rain. It is raining rockets. Only problem is once these run out of rockets, we obviously run out of resources here. By a long mile. He's going to reserve. He probably wants to get this thing in again. Start shooting at... luckily it's Arclight up here now, so there's a bit of armor on the front, I guess. I guess he jumps this forward. We sensor lock, jump back, sensor lock, shoot it. Personally, I'd like to be using non-ammo weapons here. But we just have to take what we get. And I wonder if... would you stomp your awesomes up this way? Around here? Suddenly shoot me in the side? That would be... That would be awful, wouldn't it? Sensor lock this. There we go. Ah. Now we're in for a bit of a problem, aren't we? I think we have to pull back here. I can't jump here and sense lock. I could jump. So I don't want to be taking direct fire. And no matter where I jump, I have a feeling I'll be taking direct fire plus a bunch of LRMs. I don't really want to take all those LRMs here. Not just yet, anyway. I'm probably pretty happy to reset here. What is holding me? What is holding me here? Interesting. We'll definitely, once again, just go with the catapult. Man, it would be even worse if suddenly something was setting up over here while we just fiddle with the griffin. Could be a possibility, right? Slowly jump things around this way. It's a long way to go. Could explain why we have such a long wait.
Yes, Commander.
I'm really scared for my catapult just sitting here. I'm really scared that we don't see anything. It's the real concern. I guess we try for a jump forward, a lock. At least all he has is the griffin, right?
Commander?
So I guess we jump max distance here, which is probably around here somewhere. Try for a bit of lock. If it doesn't work, we can always jump back. Is that the best we get? That is the best we get.
Right, Commander.
Nothing out here? Nothing over here? What's going on? What's going on? What is sensor grabbing us? Surely he doesn't have something in range that's grabbing all this now. He might have a little bit more range on that, I guess. That's kind of annoying. Alright, it is the griffin. That's fine, we are pretty much braced here. This griffin's coming around on the side though. How does he... sensor lock. I was like, how does he see this? Alright. Poke and a jab. Poke and a jab. That's interesting. That's quite a long range to have.
What's up, Commander?
Anything grabbing us there. I think we're just going to have to sit tight, unfortunately. I suppose he might try and grab this one now. We've got a fair bit of evasion going on here with everything. Arclight's got a bit of armor, so we're kind of good for that.
Affirmative.
And it is pitch black in my house. So we are just staring at a glowing screen and darkness outside.
Standing by.
So long as it's not darkness inside. What? Where are these assaults though? Surely by now you would have them close enough to be in combat. Which makes me think he's dragging them right round somewhere and is about to pop out behind us. 2 victors would be pretty horrendous. What's that? That's the Panther? I can drop that
You need.
probably if I jump back here. Showboat.
Waiting for orders.
You still have him in range, that's fine. Arclight, back you go. Ooh, don't be moving. That's for sure. Let's go back this way. No, we probably don't need to go quite so far. I'd say over here is probably fine.
Confirmed.
Alright. Alright, so they can't see us unless he jumps this one quite far forward. He might go for jump forward, see this. Fortunately, this is now Showboat, who probably doesn't want to be eating rounds to the face. And I don't think I can quite get her over here. Are you going to walk in? Onto the mud? I don't know if walking in's great for you. Luckily, we kind of evaded most of that. It is once again on the not so great side of our mech here.
Commander?
I think that gets us out of vision here. We might twist our mech slightly here. I don't particularly want to be taking more shots to the side. We might leave this guy like this. So he can see us there, he can't see us here. I'd love some trees, would be nice, but we have no trees unfortunately. So I guess we go back this way.
Got it.
Sensor lock. And drop some more missiles onto him. How bad is this guy armor wise? That's what I would like to know.
Waiting orders.
Is he worth firing into for 55? That would be another 30. Leaving us with... suppose it's maybe worth... might be better off firing in with the LRM-20 and then the rest of the LRMs here. Just to maybe use up some of this ammo and do more damage with the catapult. Alright.
Something I can do.
So I think you fire from here. 35, yeah, that's fine. Can we direct fire maybe? We can direct fire from here actually. Oh, it's not great that we twist like that. What does that turn us into? 40. I don't think that's worth the 5%.
Yes, Commander.
Please Sumo, can you fire your weapon? Shred off some of that evasion. I'm actually really glad we have 2-minute turns here. Because taking a bit of thought into this one. Bit of thought. I don't know how I feel about catapults. I mean, they're cool. Like, it's cool to spam LRMs. But it feels like you do so little damage with them. I mean, I've shot this guy, what, probably 4 or 5 turns now, and it just feels so weak. I don't want to block vision here. We kind of want to move. I don't want that griffin getting too close, but I'm a little scared of what's behind us. 65. Maybe just shift this way in case there's some weird things coming in from the side.
Moving to position.
Please don't be behind me. Otherwise I will be murdered here. Absolutely murdered. Catapult will probably just have to sprint out, right? Oof, at least we're starting to break things off that griffin, which would be nice. I think we just reserve. He's probably going to shoot at this panther here. Which is probably okay.
Waiting for the right move.
Jump and shoot, and then sensor lock. We jump, sensor lock, where he runs this one back again, get some heat back. Still don't know what's coming around the bend. Alright, so he's moved that one out. It's gone. I guess we just reserve down now to the end here and see what pops out of the smoke when we don't move our catapult. You'll probably sense lock this, right? Alright, so catapult.
Aye, aye.
So you got 5 more turns of firing before you're down to Suppose at least you're still 100 damage. I mean, you're not a massive tank, but you are okay-ish, I guess. Move you forward again. Just over here, probably.
On my way.
It's really weird. He must have run his awesome somewhere really funny that he can't use them yet. I mean, if you're pushing with them or you're firing with them, this would be a lot better exchange. I would probably ease off on doing what he's doing at the moment, and just maybe start trying to use other things, right? Don't really want you to take much more damage, Showboat.
What do you need?
I don't particularly want Arclight to take any damage
Waiting
either.
orders.
I don't want to put you up on a cliff. We are starting to bunch backwards, which is a little scary. I'd like to know what's forward, not back.
Yep.
But I don't particularly want to eat just unreasonable rounds of damage. I don't even know. No, you know what? Let's move Showboat here. How about you just go straight back here?
Engaging jump jet.
Straight back you go. Brace yourself up. Surely he doesn't have any more locks on us, right? This is weird. I think it might be broken, because I can't imagine he's got a lock on us somehow. I just don't know. We'll move you forward.
Roger.
Just swap them out. Arclight can go forward. Panther, awesome. So it is an 8Q. I forget which one the 8Q is. I forget if that's PPCs or not. I guess we're about to find out. Interesting he didn't sense lock this and fire in. So, how do we battle an 8Q? I don't really want to... I suppose we might have to push forward. I'd love to kill that Panther, personally. Alright, so he's moved a bit of evasion off there.
What's up, Commander?
You might need to take a sprint action here, my friend. It will leave you open to getting shot at, though. So you might have to move and brace.
On the move.
We might have to just move and brace here. Specifically if this is... I'm pretty sure the 8Q is the... is the missile one. I always say I should write this down on what's what, but I have not, and it's kind of silly. I don't know what the other letter is. I should really memorize what the other letter is. So we know the Panther's the only thing sense locking here. We know we probably can't take on awesomes from the front. We've got a Catapult. I suppose to deal with this we might have to get him from the rear with the Catapult. I don't know how that's going to work at all. Alright, he's reserving down. It's fine, we'll reserve.
Waiting for the right move.
I don't think he can bring his Griffin in close enough. These things will absolutely devastate our
Holding for the right opportunity.
boys here in the Panthers. So the Panthers might have to start jumping and bracing quite a lot. Just to eke out some of that armor. Well, it could be, he could have one PPC version, and I'm hoping this is the PPC version, because we've kind of got some stuff to hide behind here.
Standing by.
We need to keep this rock face in front of us. We'll put some more rock faces in front of us,
Prepping for jump.
I guess. Just in case. There we go. Worst comes to worst, we can move this way a bit, I guess. His other awesome must be coming up slowly. Probably move you and brace you, actually. We know the griffin's out in the wild somewhere. It's probably going up that hill, maybe. We'll move our Atlas forward, I guess. We're not quite in... We're in pretty dangerous territory here. Because we're going to have to tank a lot of missile fire. Alright, before you go Atlas, you're going to have to do it, buddy. You're going to have to do it. If suddenly there's an awesome over here shooting us on the side, it'll get a bit awkward. You'll probably sensor lock this, which will mean we can't really do much this turn, but that's fine. It will have to be a turn of setting up. So where do we want to get you? I want to make sure that that griffin isn't coming around the side here.
Waiting for orders.
We might start setting up our panthers in these hills so we can fire down on this. No griffin. Excellent. No griffin indeed. Probably leaves just his panther to go. Does he resense lock this? Remove the last of the evasion. Alright, he's pushing forward with that panther. That's not a very far move, actually. It's not a very big move at all. Alright. This is going to be the turn.
Yep.
Arclight. You're going to need to start getting out of here, buddy. Because it's going to get all sorts of scary for you, my friend. I could actually jump you into the water and we could see if we could find that other... So if I jump here, I think I can jump back this way if I need to. I just want to find out where that other awesome is. Let's shift like this. Did we get one? Nothing. Alright. Alright, we are into focus here. Which is even worse for us actually, because now he's just going to go through this armor. Because we've taken so long to get here. We're probably going to reserve down to the end here. I think we might have to push the Atlas out at some point to just go on the awesome. It's not going to be happy times for us though, at all.
Holding for the right opportunity.
He has no vision on us. If we sensor locks this, then I guess we sprint it. It's not nice though, is it? It's not nice at all. Only problem here is he can generally always move that griffin first and do nothing with it. Alright, the panther's going sideways. Is he going to go for this? Nope. Alright, so he's going to fury, right? I could probably fury that back and mangle it.
What do you need?
We gotta be careful with our jumps here. I think we'll wait.
Commander?
Probably go with Showboat here. Lock this guy. And then I think we can fire a lot of direct fire weapons onto him. He's probably braced there though. I suppose we've got our own fury. Still can't find this griffin, which is a little scary. Alright, there we go. So he's braced there as well. Alright. What is he? PPCs. PPCs indeed. PPCs of Doom. He might be able to... I don't think he can run far enough forward here. Alright, bit of evasion. Bit of brace.
Yeah?
Which means we could probably just move somewhere like so. We can jump here and PPC him, I guess. Damn, that hill is not cool at all. Bit of evasion, keep ourselves alive. 40, or we could go forward. Still think that would be a, it's not too bad. 65, 65. 65 from here, one bit of evasion. It's a risk. There's a risk indeed. He's got no vision with this, so he should be kind of okay. Alternatively, we could go on this.
Here we go.
Alright. Let's just zap him with the PPC, I guess. PPC, brother. Get a PPC in you. Alright, nice. It's a bit of damage on the side of him. That's okay. We still don't know where this griffin is. We still don't know where anything else is. We'll probably just fire one set of LRMs into this. Keep ourselves behind this hill as best we can. Suddenly a wild griffin appears over here. Luckily we've kind of abused it a bit. What is that, a Jager? Oh no, it's another awesome. So, 2 PPCs. Alright.
Awaiting orders.
Kind of hit chance that you got from here. 70. Probably just fire off the one. And we'll go straight through the brace. Which should be okay. And then later on we can start firing on both of them as they come in braced at us, I guess. It's a lot of armor to go through though. All things considered. All things considered, this has got to be the griffin, right? It's going to probably be bringing that griffin forward. I guess we're going to have to keep PPCing this thing. He's probably going to want to PPC us from downtown with the griffin. Oh. Alright, he missed with that, thankfully. We will eat a bit of that, though.
Oh, my
What we really need
better than you.
is...
Yes?
I don't want to take... I think we're just going to have to sit here. Next turn, he's probably going to get around this rock, though. I could move and brace. Force him in a bit more. Closer here. Otherwise, I mean... What do we get from here? He does 150 damage. We do 100, 150, 200, 260. I'd really like to fight near the water, I think, is the deal here. I think if we plonk ourselves here, we have a turn maybe before he gets close enough. I would love to take here, but I just don't know if he's going to get into this water and shoot us. So I think we take here. It's a shame you can't tell what this is going to do to you. It's going to be brutal. Poor old Atlas. Sumo's like, yo, please sir, I do not want to have any more.
I'm gonna make some.
We'll just half damage this 20 in. I think we're going to be fighting close enough that we're probably going to not use the 20 anyway. This is going to be the hard turn now. So whether I position myself right will be the real question. I think he was hoping I would push towards all this stuff. Since it would have been PPCs from downtown, right? and we wouldn't have had a great time with that at all. Damn it, it's pitch black in my room now. It's a little hard. At least the screens are glowing. Screens are glowing! Alright, so now you probably push forward with this, leave this one back here. Brawl with these. If I can get double sensor lock, we can drop LRM 15s forever.
Waiting for orders.
But we don't have a lot of turns of doing that. At all. We can jump to about here. I think the Griffin can probably shoot us. Jump to about here. I don't know if that guy can move far enough. I would like to do this. I think we're going to have to do this. We're going to grab a sensor lock on 2, I think. Since we know there's no sort of indirect fire. If I've screwed up this here, he could probably move here and shoot me, which might stuff me over. But let's go. Let's do the one at the back, or I could do the Griffin. I think we'll do the one at the back and the one at the front. And then we'll fire 2 sets of LRMs into these guys. And then we're going to have to use the... I think the Catapult's going to have to come forward and be a brawl with the Griffin.
What do you need?
This is such a sketchy move.
Something I can do. I'll make a mistake.
Maybe giving up my firing from that's not the greatest, but we'll see in a sec. He'll probably sensor lock something here. I just really want to use the Catapult. Maybe I don't need to use the Catapult now. I could have probably just braced with the Catapult. Alright, cool. So this one's moving now. So we'll sensor lock this guy.
Yep.
Alright, I think we can jump to... How far can we jump here? We can jump to about here. Nope. We could do a sketchy move right there and jump there. Don't think we will. PPC might be able to hit us if we land there. Let's just put ourselves right here. He might shoot us with this. But that's so be it, I guess. So be it. Okay, let's jump.
Roger.
Sensor lock this. Fire 2, I guess. This guy will have 1 bit of evasion, but we'll have to just eat that, I guess. He'll stomp this thing forward. I don't think he has direct fire down here. It's going to get really terrible for the Atlas, though. Especially without trees. I'd prefer to stay in trees if I could, but I just can't. Can't at all.
Commander.
Oh, we got 80, 70. And from here, we have 70 and 70. I don't think it's worth stepping out. Although, he shouldn't get vision, right? Not before I can move it. So maybe it is. Ay, ay, ay. What are these hit chances? We can probably get out of here. I mean, we've only got... we've got a few more turns of firing, though. We get 80 and 80. Those extra LRMs might be the deal here. Might be the deal of the century. 70, 80. Maybe we just go here. Let's do that.
Moving out.
And then multi-target in. It's a shame this cliff face is right here. But it'll have to do, I guess. That'll have to do.
Engaging multiple enemies.
Whew, it's going to be pretty rough soon. Pretty rough. Luckily we've got sumo, I guess. We'll just have to do what we can. Just do what we can to get through these. Suppose at least this guy's kind of got worn down armor.
Reserving action.
So we might be okay on that. This is a whole lot of reserving though. He really wants me to come around this corner, so it's a shooting alley. But I'm fairly okay just dropping most of my missiles in. Once we run out of missiles, obviously we can start coming in, maybe death from abubbing, all that good stuff. This Panther hasn't taken too much damage, so there is that. He's going to move his Panther now. I would love to kill that Panther actually. Would deeply love to kill that Panther. Alright, I'd say this is the turn he's going to move and fire with these things.
Yeah.
That thing has such a huge amount of vision there.
Good to go.
You know what? I think we just reserve down. I think we allow for the hits here. I mean, he can fire that into us. Or not, but I think we just reserve down and see if we can't get some dodgy vision with the Panthers here.
Commander?
I'd really like this Griffin. Finish that Griffin off if I could.
Time to fly.
We're in a tree here. I don't think he can get vision with this. I think we just sense lock you, just in case we have to fight. I'm hoping he doesn't have vision from there. I swear this should be blocking. Alright, he's going for the high ground. I don't think those trees are not trees. So we're okay there. Kind of.
Yep. Up high.
I think we jump you around, sense lock this. I would really like to do a bit of damage to this guy as well. We might drop all of our missiles on this Panther, since it's a lot less armor to go through. So we go with the Atlas, we go with the Catapult here. And we just try and smash up this guy as best we can. I don't think he can fire. Yeah, cool, he can't.
Awaiting orders.
You've got direct fire from over there? Alright. What do you got to hit this? 70. Down for that. Down for that indeed. Do we focus for this and start generating more focus? I think maybe that might be the plan as well.
Move order confirmed.
I think we start generating focus again. I don't know how much we generate a turn, but
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
I think that's how we go. Do what we can to this guy. That's nice. Fair bit of armor off him. We gotta watch out because these guys, if they get focused, will just get wiped out, right? I think we shift here. We just try and keep this guy off us as best we can. He'll probably move forward with this. I think we keep going up the hill with Showboat. Sherbet. I think we move and fire the LRM-20. That's got to be Paradise. That definitely has to be Paradise. He's going to fire on this, I'd say. What is that? That's a PPC, is it not? Alright. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind that. Oof, you overheated for that. I would have used my focus on one of these guys.
What's up, Commander?
We will definitely shift sideways here. We are super exposed though, if I would judge this wrong. Maybe we just take the round. Okay, so we know that he doesn't have focus anymore, so we probably just fire normally here. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And we're gonna probably shift ourselves a little. We'll let him fire in his PPCs. I'm probably okay for that.
Order is done.
While we do some damage to this guy. Maybe pop an arm. Excellent. Excellent.
Like that, huh?
What arm was that? Was that the... That was not the good side at all. We'll probably bum rush this with Arclight here. This is a... Is he going to death him above that? He might death him above it, actually. I think we have to jump with you down to here somewhere. Because I don't particularly want to get death him above by this. I could maybe sense lock this guy, jump and fire. Sense lock this guy, jump and fire. Right, we definitely have to get you out of here though.
Waiting for orders.
I don't think you can afford to be here. Just quietly. I still don't think you can afford to be there either, actually. Alright, we're just going to have to rely on some evasion here to hopefully tide us over from PPC shots. The side is just the garbage arm. Which side is the garbage arm? It's that side. So I think we need to twist like this. He luckily probably can't shoot us again with the Griffin. But we're in a little bit of a situation here. Huh. It's a bit intense here. I think, or no, we want to keep Showboat alive, I think. I could... What gives us vision on this guy, but gets us out of range? Nothing really, right? Here? It's not enough evasion. It's not enough. I think to here, we'll just sense lock this, I think. So that we've got vision. This is definitely got to be paradise. It's definitely got to be paradise. In fact, I could brace. No, we'll take the sense lock this turn. And then we'll reserve in here. I think we're going to get shot at here. Next up, we'll probably take Arclight this way. I just don't trust this guy not to death him above me. And if I give him vision, if he has vision, then he can do it. Without vision, he can't quite do it. He can just jump and fire. So I'm down for that. We are heading into overtime here. I have a feeling it's gonna come down to punching with these. I'm glad I kind of used my fury to start building it up again, and I'm glad he actually used his fury on this guy here, which to a degree gives me a bit of peace of mind, right? So what we want to do is probably run this guy down if we can. Just keep dropping LRMs on him till he pops. And then we need to start dealing with this. We need to deal with this. We probably need to deal with this. So it'll be the Panther, the Griffin, and then the Awesomes, I think is how we're going to have to do this. The Atlas is just going to have to absolutely beast mode through it, I think. Which will be A little rough for him. Hopefully this evasion's enough here to stop this from just blowing this thing apart. I should have maybe have turned this a little. We'll see in a second. If he gets a sensor lock on this, it's stuffed, because he'll probably death them above this. Alright, he did not. That's probably entrenched.
What do you need?
I think I can jump to somewhere over here. Sensor lock this guy. We could just be a bit ballsy and no, let's jump over here. Sensor lock that guy at the back. It's probably braced, I'd say, but we can split our fire across a few mechs here to get rid of that brace. We'll fire in with the awesome first, and then we'll use, oh, you know what? Not the awesome, the Atlas, and then we'll do what we can here. Alright, it is a question. It is a question of do I have enough missiles, and I really don't think so. I think he's got enough armor. I think he will be able to take this. Just quietly. It's quite nice. It's an interesting fit. Two awesomes. I would have waited for my awesomes to come in before I started doing all this brawling here. Because it's not really required, right, to do all of this. I'm a little scared of this move. Let's go with Apex first. Apex, have you got some sort of direct fire here? That doesn't involve you getting shot in the face, buddy? 45 versus 70. I think we go with Sumo first. Fire on that. We've got 4 more turns of missiles. I think I have to shift now. I think that's going to have to be how we get out of this a little. He shouldn't have vision, I don't think, to get us. But it will be close.
No problem.
It will be close indeed. I'm tempted to almost brace here, but I think I need to fire into this and do my best here to try and get this off. I mean, we might be taking 300 damage for nothing though. We might be taking 300 damage for nothing. Probably move this up, and then next turn you can fire while it's not braced. Move this forward, fire. Alright, I'm pretty sure he's got no vision from there. So then we can fire LRMs across 2. How close can you get? 50 and 70. Sadly, he's just a little out of range there. I think we'll have to take the... If I move further forward, we can get 90. It's a little dangerous though. We are heavy, so we will know if this guy gets locked, I guess. Hopefully my multi-target doesn't bug out on me. That would be great. And we'll try and split some bits and pieces off this guy. I'd rather be shooting the Griffin, but obviously I can't see it. We've got 1.5 turns of firing left here. Hopefully this does a bit of damage to this guy. Alright, so he's kind of in the range where our Griffin could maybe manhandle him a little. We just have to be careful about it. He'll bring in this, I'd say. We need to bulwark this guy up again as best we can. He's going to save some heat over here. For a death from above. It is going to be super dodgy here. Hopefully we reserve right down to the end. So it goes my turn, his turn. So he gets to go first, but he has to sense lock to see this thing. So I'll know it's coming first. At which point we probably just brace, right? To eat it before we get destroyed. Who cares on a road? He might be pulling it out here. We're gonna run out of missile fire. At least I'll have run out of missiles, I guess, on all of my mechs. Hasn't done quite as much work as it needs to have done though. And then I guess once we run out of missiles on this, we start shifting towards the Panther. This thing will take some massive beating if it gets engaged here. Alright, so it's not a death from above, at least. We've got a bit of evasion going on here. He's giving vision for stuff back here. Ooh, we actually... Alright, so we'll get the first turn here. We've got to move this mech though. Enemy turn, so he'll reserve in. We're going to have to jump this mech. Sensor lock this guy. He's moved that quite far away out. Alright. You sir
Good to go.
need to jump here.
Affirmative.
Sensor lock this guy probably again. Bam. And then we can fire in probably the PPC. Hopefully. We might ease up with the LRMs back here. The LRMs will probably just be for the Panther now. Or we could fire one turn of LRMs. We're going to have to run dry here in a sec, I think. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever run dry on the Atlas, but we are going to do it. So we'll fire with the PPC from back here, I think.
Yeah.
So you can jump up. I don't really want to jump up though. What do you got from here? 55. I guess we shred that. Can we fire from somewhere not so close? He shouldn't be able to get this close enough, I don't think, to get vision. So I think we should be okay with this. Get rid of some evasion on this guy. Doesn't even matter if we don't hit. I would love it to hit, but we're not going to. But at least that evasion's now gone. We'll fire one LRM in. And we probably won't fire the LRM 20s. He's slowly swiveling around for that high ground. I would love to take the river. And then I can just unleash with this guy every turn, right?
Aye, aye.
Apex. You just need to kind of back up a little here. 90 to hit. Turn off one of these. It'll be one more turn of firing your LRMs and that'll be it.
Affirmative.
We have not bled off nearly as much armor as I would have thought, but we're getting there. Getting there. I could have maybe have cycled the entire time on the awesome. Might have been an option. Sumo,
What's up, Commander?
you have 3 more turns of your missiles. I guess we take the river. And it's not going to be good though, is it? I'd say next turn he can probably lock us up. Do I get to go first? I do, don't I? So we'll have to brace, I think. We are woefully out of range though. If I go here, we would be in range for this. No vision. he'll probably then vision us and shoot. I just want to fire these for a few rounds though, right? So I guess we step here. Fire in.
On the move.
To the side of this guy. 75.
Make 'em sick.
Twirling on in. Twirling a whirl. Alright, maybe we save some ammo on this guy as well, and we wait for him to... I guess we engage, and then he gets a bit sloppy with the Panthers. Maybe, is what we hope for. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Don't think it's going to happen. Just don't feel like I've got enough. I need the ammo truck. Where's the ammo truck? I need some ammo, boys. I need some ammo. Jump forward with this. Give vision again. I have to jump back. I don't think he gets... Oh, he might be able to step forward and fire, actually. Maybe didn't take this far enough back. Alright. Oof, luckily that missed. LRMs? Okay, no LRMs today. We'll wait for that light to fire at us. If it does, it's not going to happen. Alright. Another turn of locking these up and shooting them, I guess. Luckily we can fire PPCs in.
Commander?
You need to keep jumping, my friend. So, no vision here. You are really exposed. But I would really like to pop that guy in the front, actually. Only problem is, I feel like you might be exposed to that guy. Might have enough to get him here. Maybe. Alright, just. That brace is going to kick our butt though. It's the only problem with this thing being braced every turn. The turn I decide to engage, right, is probably the turn he can fire most things onto us. It's 300 damage. A turn, even reduced down to 150, spread across our mech. We're going to have to be doing 200 back, which we won't be. We'll be doing half of that. Alright, decided to sense lock that thing, so we're going to have to hide you. My friend, we're going to have to hide you. You need to... jump. For your one little bit of evasion. Sense lock this guy. Please tell me you didn't end up on top of the rock face here. You did not. Two bits of evasion. Alright, we're going to fire in the LRMs on that. We'll fire with Sumo first. I'd really like him to lose his vision. Because if he loses this mech, he loses vision. He has to bring these in a bit closer. He has to bring this in closer. And then I can kind of deal with that, right? I don't think you've got... No, you don't have vision there. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Might have to run hot to drop the last of these rounds, and 60 to hit. Sumo.
Something I can do.
What do you got, buddy? Do you have to shift this turn? Possibly. Your rock face is running out. Alright, I think you fire on this guy here. 45. This will be our second to last turn of firing on this guy. If we can pogo stick him though, at least we'll be
Target
a
marked.
long way to get in there. Long way to get in there. Oh, pogo stick him. Not even close, eh? Not even close. This poor Griffin though. He's cowering behind that rock face. Cower, sir, in the face of unrelenting damage. Unrelenting damage. Can he fire from there? He cannot. I am a little trapped though. Alright, I think we jump now. This is gonna heat us up a bit though. Apex is not in the mood for a lot of this heat, but she'll have to take it. You have to take it, baby. 70. This is the last round of doing this. So at least we're down to the last round of the LRM 20s as well. So we've basically used all of our ammo here. Fairly okay with all that. This guy is hammered down. Sadly, that is the last of our firing. Arclight, where you at, buddy? You cannot quite jump in and have vision, which is a shame. I'm gonna have to get close enough to get vision on that guy. At least he's only a little away from death. So if we can get a hold of him, he will die. We've got the split fire from here, I guess. Sumo, you've got split fire, right? I think we just reserve all the way down. And we start shooting this guy with PPCs. It truly will be a long game, I think. Because we need for our lights to survive pretty well here. We've done the damage we need to, probably with the catapult. It's just whether we can follow that up with keeping stuff alive here. And by keeping stuff alive, I really need... So if he goes, and I reserve, it's his turn. So I've got to move this mech if he goes, because he'll probably jump for vision. At which point we move... we probably sense lock this guy, because we can shoot at him. We're going to have to shift this catapult forward. It's really going to be about how this Atlas deals with two awesomes. I'm going to want to fight from the water, if I can. I'm going to want to get his Panther down so he has no vision and has the vision with something that I want to shoot. Firing 2 PPCs a turn, and he has left. That is a real shame. Alright, well, I suppose it was a long game. What are we up to? We're up to an hour and a half. And I mean, yeah, sure. It's an hour and a half. I mean, I've played games that were like 2.5 hours. You've got to kind of expect it. I mean, the thing is I'm playing to win here, right? I don't want to... It's a shame I can't get rid of this. Or move it. But I've got... Probably these guys want to get around on this thing. Get that down so that he has no vision. This stuff then comes in and fights us. Or he has to send in this Griffin, which is pretty damaged as well, to fight us. He didn't even say GG. I'm not even going to say anything. It's all good. It's fine. I mean, sure, 3-hour games is not everyone's cup of tea, but if you're aiming to win, it's what you've got to expect out of this game. Because it takes you that long to fire all your LRMs. He picked a really slow-moving formation here. He just wanted to straight up destroy something, right? As I said, 300 damage a turn. Even reduced down is 150. Say he can't fire that for the whole turn, it would be 200 damage at least, which is reduced down to 100. That's still more than I can do out of all of my mechs, right? These two just sit there, firing and firing and firing into one mech till it just crumples. I mean, maybe if this was something else, maybe if the catapult was something else, I would have gone for a bit more of a brawl. But there was no point. There was no point. I wonder if he had to go, because honestly, he must have guessed that I was nearly out of rockets by now. It's turn 21. You know by then, if you've been firing for that long, that you don't really have much more to go. And the two awesomes, he could have sprinted them forward, I suppose. Knowing that, I suppose then I could have fired all my missiles. I don't know. I would have preferred he'd stayed. I'd love to have seen the conclusion of this. I reckon It could have been in the air, I reckon. Lucky hit to the Panthers. They would be gone. That's a lot of my mobility and damage gone, because I need these PPCs to be doing stuff. Obviously, a lucky head hit to anything, and we would be toast. The Catapult does, what did I say, 100 damage. It's not huge. It would probably overheat at that rate as well, so you've got a good chance of blasting into that for a lot of damage. It's a real shame we didn't get to finish this one. But with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time. More adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.